Ladies and gentlemen, Tankers of Blitz Universe, welcome back to Load Aim Fire channel. I decided to take the Kpf.Pz out of the garage on the contributor account in anticipation of the reserve resupply event, which is about to start on WoT Blitz in just a few days. Like mentioned on the companion A32 video, you get an individual start anywhere between February 9th and February 24th. Then you get 5 days to complete stages to get to A32. There are 2 stages in there, all details available on the WoT Blitz portal, by the way, and in-game. 2 stages where you can get containers containing some of the charms to get this tank, the Kpf.Pz. More on that later. Small bit of history. In the early 1960s, German Leopard 1 and the US M60 were the newest main battle tanks in their respective country service. And they were designed to counter the T-54/T-55. But they also noticed that the Russians were still building new tanks, the T-62 for example. They had started work on the T-64, and Germany and the United States tried to make a tank, a universal tank, a main battle tank 70, a vehicle that would meet the standards of both armies. And many features of the tank, the main battle tank 70 or Kpf.Pz 70, were ahead of their time. It used an advanced hydrogen pneumatic suspension. It's hydromatic. It had a low silhouette, unlike the M60. It was very low. The the driver was in a cupola in the turret. It had a really good engine. It had a big stabilized 152mm gun launcher, a longer barrel, an improved version of the XM81 launcher used in the M55 Sheridan. And it could fire conventional rounds as well as missiles. So yeah, a bit of a strange tank. And a bit of an expensive one as well, because by the time in 1969 the MBT-70 cost 5 times more than what was projected, $1 million a unit, which is 6.67 million in present day terms. And yeah, it was just way over budget. Germany decided to go away. They drew out of the project. They withdrew from the project. US Army stayed in it for just a little bit of time, but eventually they started on the XM1 design project, and that led to the Model 1, the M1 Abrams. And Germany obviously they started work on their Leopard and improved the Leopard 2 into or the Leopard 1 into the Leopard 2. That still means we have this tank on Blitz, and it is a really funky looking one. It has a really big gun. It hasn't got really good DPM. It has a really long aim time, as you can see, slow rate of fire. But what is good about this tank, and I really should have shot a PCR on this one, but hey ho, can happen from time to time. What is really good on this tank is, ting, there it is, the frontal armor. The front plate is good. It's not massively thick, to be honest. But the turret, yeah, it has some weak spots. I'm gonna show you that in a few minutes. It has weak spots, but it is a good hull down tank. If it had more gun depression, it would have been even better. Like really brilliantly hull down, but it's good enough to work the treat. I get a Spartan medal out of this game, having bounced a few shots while still at 96 hit points, as you can see. And we survive this one on Himmelsdorf. The Kpf.Pz 70 itself, it moves around pretty effectively, in my opinion. Moves around just fine. I'm going to show you full stats and numbers as well. And yeah, it's a premium tank at tier 9. So if you do some decent damage, you can make some decent credits as well. It's hard to compare the tank, because there aren't really tanks on the game that are like this one, because yeah, this is a heavy, and it has a bit of a missile launching gun. But I'm going to do stats and numbers in comparison as well against all the other tier 9 heavies in the game, all the Tech 3 heavies, and you can see it has crap DPM. It really isn't good. Without anything added, 3.3 rounds a minute. It just isn't that good. The weapon handling itself isn't too brilliant either. Gun depression isn't too brilliant either. But you can see as we scroll down towards the armor profile, well, that's pretty good. And obviously the credit coefficient far better than any tank from the tech tree, because this is a premium tank. Not too many players drive it these days, so it has I think a good win rate. But I'm not going to nerf this one. I mean, it's a premium, they can't really nerf it. They might buffer a lot of tanks around it, as they've done with Tier 7 for example. But yeah, this is the only way to get the tank. Get lucky with those containers. You might want to buy some from the store, or need to buy some from the store. And you can see from this armor profile, as we switch around from the perspective of a Leopard PTA, most of the armor is in the turret. The front plate gets pretty bouncy if you use the maximum gun depression, which is, as said, 6 degrees. You have a massive weak spot over there on the left, which is probably the rangefinder in the turret. And once you turn the turret sides too far left and right, you are easily penned in the sides as well. But if you do it like this and you manage to hide that that rangefinder on the left and the cupolas, then yeah, you pretty effectively hold down and pretty much a fortress. And if you manage to face hug any red tanks available while you are still reloading, then you present them with this side, and this is really hard to get through. I mean, really hard. It's a troll frontal armor profile. Your front plate is pennable. We're going to see that one as we go into more battles on vineyards, and I have another one available on, what is it? Castilla. Yeah. So almost and upwards, 2 more games to show you on the Kpf.Pz 70. And this one was an encounter game. As is obvious, I wanted to go somewhere into this area because I have good turret. The STA manages to shoot my cupola or indeed the rangefinder on the left. So that's a bit annoying, but I've been penned once. My team is slightly spread out. I have a few more tanks around the middle at the moment. The new Russian Tier 9 is there as well. And I'm reloaded only just now. Aim in, aim in. And yeah, if I can do a shot like this into his turret and get shot myself only once in return, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Switching back to APCR because I wasn't sure I would be able to shoot through his turret side, but I can kill him. Thank you very much. IMX 5120 kills our Super Pershing, but we are raising the pressure just nicely there. We get a bounce from a T-54 Mod 1. That isn't a tank with really great penetration values. And I'm still trying to bounce a few shots. Can I bounce this one? Shoot. No one's shooting me. Thank you, no one's shooting me. Still no one's shooting me, but that T-26E folded, and you could... I think he was waiting for it. I think he was waiting for my left side of the turret to become available to put a shot through. You can see from the damage he did, it wasn't a PCR. Thanks for showing up. Panther 2 gets ammo wrecked. Lovely. But I get shot and I bounce one, and Send misses but shoots me again. But yeah, if you can manage to land one shot of you into a red tank and then maybe shoot, maybe get shot once in return, the trade-off isn't that bad. I mean, 560 alpha. That's the biggest treat on this tier at the moment, because you have a good shot. Bad jets can go through pretty effectively, as you can see. So we're going to roll back. Let us Kpf.4 roll in. There is a T-26E4 over there. Want to shoot him because he's threatening our Borsig. There we go. One shot into him. Unfortunately, don't track him, but you can see he was pretty much on 2/3 of his health, and I removed a fairly big chunk of it, and that allowed our Borsig to kill him eventually. So that's a good thing about this tank. It's the 560 alpha on your APCR with, as you could see from the stats, pretty effective penetration values as well. It is APCR, but it hasn't got really brilliant muzzle velocity because it is APCR, but still fired from a missile launcher. But if you lead the targets a bit, there we go. Wee! Thank you for noticing WoT Blitz app. I think it was a pretty nice shot as well. Budget is fairly low. The WZ-120 is rolling in for the kill, and he will. Yeah, he should be able to. He should be able to finish that one off. So I'm rolling back. I'm I'm going to use this rock. No need for me to go in. I know that AMX 5120 is somewhere over there. Easy, easy, easy. Not yet spotted. I'll roll back. I'm not spotted myself. So can we go in now? Bit of lag. Hello. Oh, yeah. There I am. We're back again. Can I shoot you now? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thanks for just showing up. Lovely. Didn't track him. But you can see indeed. I mean, he can one-shot me. He can clip me for sure. 345. But he's down to a lovely shot for me, I think. There we go. He's on a reload. He has to be on a reload. And I leave him at 241. Oh, he's not on a reload. He wanted to kill the boss. GG to you. But I'm going to be reloaded in 8 seconds. 2, 3, 1. There we go. Double tap. Yeah. Reloading. Good game. Lovely game. And you can see in a way strength and weaknesses of this tank all in one. It is bouncy if you manage to get held down enough. You have a long reload, so in a brawl you probably lose. You aren't that quick against marauding mediums. You have to be very careful of Batchats and MX 5120s because they will wreck you. But then again, if you manage to land a few big shots into targets, yeah, you're pretty effectively as well with the 560 Alpha. So we have one more game to go on Castilla. Supremacy, again as with the first one on Himmelsdorf. And what I wanted to do on this one was go towards the A and B cap without getting shot at first. Because I can go hold on that spot, and then we'll see what happens. The Kpf.Pz 70 isn't the quickest of tanks available, but I managed to go through over here without getting shot, which is good, obviously. No one there. There are tanks on my left. There we go. Can I shoot that AMX? I hope I can. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah. No, but he shot my gun, so I'm okay. I'm going to repair it. I don't really want to repair my use my repair packs that early, but I had to. And this is one thing where you have to work around a bit. It is a hull down tank, but it hasn't really got the gun depression of a hull down tank as much as you would want to. It's -6, so positions like this you would have to go forward and then go on a grassy bit on the right of that, but you probably expose your drive wheels and your front plate as well. But we managed to put a nice shot into the Leopard. Can we put another shot into the Leopard? No, so we're saving our shots. There's a Jagd Tiger over there. Can we shoot the front of a Löwe? No. On the side of his turret we bounced. But you can see from the perspective, if I had the time to aim in, would have probably penned him through the front of his turret. In the meantime, we have been able to capture C, and we were in the process of capturing A. There we go. Hello, Löwe. I have a big gun and I can set you on fire. Thank you. That means he's a one-shot to us now. If I have a decent roll, come on, finish him off, IS. No, yeah, IS is getting shot like a boss. STI. Russian Fortress, but through the lower plate for another 548. Lovely, and I am still full health, and we managed to put a few nice shots into him. I want to shoot him again, that ST, and make him a one-shot for me, so I'm going to shoot. I'm going to... don't block my shots. A bit of a low roll, unfortunately, leave him at 34. But most of the damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. And we're going to start work on this PTA, and I get a bit too cocky over here, hoping to get a really high roll on this one, and I roll, well, I have a nice roll, but not a brilliant one. I was thinking 560, okay, I might be able to do a 500 roll. I had a 700 roll, I think it was the max one possible on Grill in another game. But you can see sides, they go through easily. That Leopard PTA, as also shown on Armor Inspect, he had no problems putting shots through my front plate. So I lost a fair bit of health in this encounter, so yeah, you have to be patient with the tank. It lacks DPM, it has a good gun, it has good alpha, but it lacks DPM. This is a bit of an fortunate shot because I shoot his gun, I think, or maybe even the gun mantlet, but I turn my front away just enough, there we go, to get another Spartan medal. There we go. GG ISX. HE, big gun, splash damage, gives us a kill. And that means there's just 2 tanks left on the red team, who do have 2 bases, so in that regard it's a tighter game. The EMRS gets finished off and leaves just that Jagdtiger available. He was somewhere around the A cap. Yeah, there he is, hello. Moving in, can't shoot him yet, but I really want to get him now, so back to HE again, not APCR. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Just a bit more. There we go. Lovely. We get another kill. Enemy vehicle knocked out. And this nice little game on Casilla concludes our review slash preview slash guide on the Resupply event. You can see pretty nice 115,000 credits with a premium account, 73 net income. We have a scout medal, a Spartan, a high caliber, and another first class. Like I said, Resupply will start February 9th. You have 5 days in total, individual starting time, so time that wisely, and you have until February 24th to start off your 5 days. Good luck in getting it. Do take a look at the A32 video as well, available on the channel. That's not my main goal. I would really like to get the Kpf.Pz 70 because yeah, it looks really good, especially with the camouflage. Just taking a quick look at it again. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, ladies and gentlemen, cheers and happy tanking. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye bye.